Hi there, this is Mackenzie with Chevrolet Buick GMC of Puyallup. Today I am here to discuss with you guys the main differences and similarities between the three mid-size third-row SUVs that we have to offer. The first one being the Chevrolet Traverse, the GMC Acadia, and the Buick Enclave. First off, we'll discuss the similarities. All three vehicles come standard with 7-passenger seating, with the exception of the GMC Acadia and the Chevy Traverse, which, depending on the trim level, can accommodate up to 8 passengers if they have a bench seat. All three of these vehicles are available for purchase with all-wheel drive, and they are also all equipped with the same 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 engine paired with the 8-speed automatic transmission. All three of these vehicles are equipped with these fantastic side view mirrors. As you see, every mirror has their own turn signal indicator, which allows the people around you to know when you're about to merge over. Also, if you look down here, there's this neat little camera. That way you can see what's going on beside your car if you're backing up into a space, and even some models will allow you to view that camera as you're driving. All three vehicles are also equipped with these fantastic bright LED lights, which makes your travels much safer considering you can see everything for miles away. Let's move on to the differences. The biggest difference between these three vehicles is the styling. I mean, just take a look at them. You have the GMC here with the more aggressive, boxy, kind of off-roady look to it. Then you have the Buick that has those sleek lines and curves that give it that look and presence and feel of luxury. And then we have the Chevy, which is the perfect blend of the two. It still has those nice sleek lines, but that aggressive front end that still gives it that fantastic road presence. While all three of these vehicles have more than adequate cargo space, the Acadia beats out the Traverse and the Enclave by a nose at 22.9 cubic feet of space versus the 22.8 cubic feet of space the other two offer. Well, we have covered the outside, now it's time to move on to the inside. Alright, so hopping into the GMC, while all three vehicles have beautiful interiors, this one is probably the most different. Take a look at the infotainment center. Unlike the Enclave and the Traverse, where the cluster and the infotainment center are one large screen, this is split up into two. You have the smaller digital cluster here, and then the 15-inch vertical infotainment screen, which is mostly touch. However, there still are a few analog buttons for those of us still stuck in the past, as well as a volume dial. As far as connectivity goes, you don't have to worry about your devices going dead while you're out traveling. These vehicles come equipped with a charging pad, as well as a USB and C ports for all different types of electronics. Not only that, every single one of these vehicles comes standard with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. All three of these vehicles come with this handy little cubby under the center console where you can store all sorts of items, whether a purse, jacket, a tote bag, or even a blanket. Switching gears to the Buick Enclave, as you can see, aesthetically speaking, this interior is extremely different. Yeah, we still have this nice little cubby down here where you can store items, still has the USB-A and C ports as well as the wireless charging. However, this has more of a cockpit design where your cluster and your infotainment center are just one long horizontal screen. As far as the physical buttons go, you only have buttons in this vehicle for climate control, as well as your volume dial for the radio. Otherwise, everything is completely touchscreen. Just like the GMC Acadia, the Buick Enclave comes standard with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Moving on to the Chevy Traverse, as you can see, this vehicle is a great blend of her sisters. Similar to that of the Buick Enclave, the Chevy Traverse has a very cockpit-style cabin. However, if you take a look at the digital cluster and the infotainment center, they're kind of still split up, similar to that of the Acadia. However, they're still a little bit conjoined. The Chevy Traverse also has physical buttons for temperature control, but most of it is still going to be on the screen with the exception of your volume dial. And just like her sisters, this vehicle does come equipped with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, as well as wireless charging, the USB-C and USB-A ports, as well as this nice little cubby down here under the center console. All three of these vehicles have exactly the same amount of leg room in the second row, which is 41.4 inches. It's great for tall people like me. In this vehicle, the Chevy Traverse, as well as the GMC Acadia, there is an option to have a bench seat in the middle as opposed to just captain's chairs. Thanks for joining me today as I discuss the primary differences and similarities between the 3 mid-size third-row SUVs we offer here. If you have any questions at all or want to take one for a spin, just come on down to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Puyallup and ask for me, Mackenzie. I'd be more than happy to help you. Whatever you do, don't forget to like and subscribe.